Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I always say that in the beginning of my videos, but I'm starting to realize that a lot of people probably have never been to my channel before and have absolutely no idea what it is. So before we start today's video, I thought I would do a very brief channel introduction that nobody asked for. So basically, I'm a pencil artist and a lot of my videos are based on like tutorials and tips and things that might be able to help other pencil artists or people who are just starting out with things like colored pencil. However, I also tend to make random videos where I attempt to do random things, kind of like acrylic painting, which I'm very bad at. Last week I did a product review for the first time, so I might do more of those too. I don't know. So this channel is a little bit all over the place, but it is about art and pencils. So hopefully you enjoy today's video, and if you do, please check out some of my other videos because if you are a pencil artist, a few of them might be helpful or entertaining for you to watch. That was weird. So now that that's out of the way, let's move on to today's video. As you know by the title of this video, today I'm going to be drawing Saturn, which is super exciting. I have this big pastel matte paper because I want to do it in pastel. I have a black paper that I'm going to use. Oh, there it is. There is the black paper. Alright, welcome to the desk view. So my sketch is under here, but I kind of wanted to use this notebook to very briefly like sketch out my vision for this. Just ignore that alien. Okay, so pretend like that's a good circle and that these are the rings. Oh, that's not good at all. I don't really know if I want to add like a couple of moons in here in random spots because I don't really know how they work, but I want to make it look realistic. I kind of also want to do some like galaxy stuff, like cloudy looking stuff that's easy to do with pastels because they're so soft. And then when I'm done, I want to put some stars in. Okay, this looks really weird in the sketch, but I think you guys can kind of tell what I'm going for here. No? Maybe? This is the protective sheet that comes with pastel matte paper, by the way. But let me do the big reveal. So here's the sketch I have. Obviously, I had to do the circle and the round parts ahead of time, the rings ahead of time, because I'm very, very bad at drawing circles, and that would take up a large proportion of this video. I've got all my pastel pencils ready. I chickened out of using stick pastels, of course. I think I'm going to start with this weird grayish green color because since Saturn is actually a gas planet, it kind of is like a weird mixture of colors. It's not like Mars or something like that. I've seen pictures where it looks grayish, greenish, yellowish, orangish, reddish, brown. Now I'm going to blend out whatever colors I have here already, which are beautifully placed, as you can see. So far the bottom is looking greenish. I actually took out my Faber-Castells because they have a really good range of greens and stuff, so I'm just doing the blues and the greens that are at the bottom, and I'm thinking maybe I'll transition into like a warmer tone up top up here, and that might look kind of interesting. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to look, because it's supposed to look like it's made of gas, right? It kind of does look like it's made of gas already. And also I regret using the white to outline it, because now I have to cover that up. The bottom here is very, very dark. So I think I'm actually going to try and cover up the sketch line a little bit. I'm also getting very irritated by this white uneven line here. Okay, that's a decent enough blend. I just wanted it to be decent enough so that I can move on to the top part and try to coordinate. So for the top part, I need to pick out some orangey tones as well, actually, to incorporate. Update time. So I colored in the top half. It doesn't look very good at all right now, but that's because I haven't really added any additional layers yet. And the thing I kind of noticed that might mess me up here a little bit is that, well, you have to do the details, these kind of rings, that, not the actual rings, but around on the planet there's these kind of like layers, and I don't know if it's like layers of gas or what it is, the atmosphere, but I am afraid it's not going to be very even. Also, if you're wondering why it looks kind of small in comparison to the paper, well, I mean, there's two reasons. Oops, that's not sharp. The first reason is obviously the rings. Like, I had to make sure there's enough room for them, but I didn't want them to take up the whole page either. So that's the main reason actually, but the second reason is because I did want to add some stuff in that background and still have like a good depth and everything, and that's why I didn't want the planet to take up the entire paper. I mentioned I was going to add in a little bit of warm tones, and I think that could definitely use a little bit of warm tones. The blue and the yellow, of course, look really cool next to each other as well, so I kind of like that effect. And then this side is going to be a lot brighter white. I'm really starting to regret not sketching in the atmosphere layers or lines. It's starting to look a little bit better. Right now it kind of looks like a dodgeball or something though, and I kind of don't want that. This is a mess right now, and this brown line kind of looks like it's supposed to be the ring, but like this ring, but it's not. Let's just ignore that. And I'm going to try to touch up the white areas, which are not looking good at the moment. But anyways, do any of you guys like to use pastel pencils or stick pastels? And if so, what kind of drawings do you like to make with them? Now as far as this goes, I want this to be, I want to fill this in before I start on the actual rings. Okay, so here's where we're at now. I kind of did a messy job on the rings, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit because I got really impatient with the rings. Yeah, now that I fixed the background a bit, I'm a bit happier with it. I'm just gonna do the rings. And then after I do the rings, I'm gonna see if I need to add some details on the planet itself. What do you guys think of videos where I'm doing unusual things, like not my usual, because my usual work is like colored pencil portraits and things like that, and sometimes animals and like graphite work and whatever. So sometimes when I'm doing these like unusual things, I wonder if this is of any interest to anybody, to watch someone do something that they're just not really well versed in. I don't know, I kind of like making these types of videos because I feel like I get to be a bit more creative with them. That's a bit better for this. Alright you guys, so something about it at the top doesn't look right to me. I think I'm going to add some more blue to the top, and then I'm going to do the stars and call it a day. I don't know what I got myself into. Okay, so I actually, while I was taking the thumbnail, I realized how much I hated the dark blue, so I turned it into a medium blue, and then I had to like add more stars to it. Okay, so it's currently a few days later, and I'm fixing this because I realized that the dark blue, for that to look good, it would have to be more spread throughout, and I didn't really want to do that. So instead I decided to make it lighter, and I kind of like this misty, mystical, like white and light blue mixture. I don't know what to call it, but this blend of white and light blue looks kind of nice against the colors of the planet. Alright, so as you can see, I did have to go back on another day and fix some things. I didn't really like how the drawing was when I was looking back at it, even though I kind of was happy with the result the first day that I worked on it. But then later I looked back on it and realized I just didn't really like it that much. I don't know. So I don't know, do you guys ever do that where you finish a piece and then later you decide you want to rework it a little bit because it wasn't really exactly what you had in mind? Either way, I had so much fun making this video and drawing Saturn, so I'm definitely going to do some more similar drawings like this in the future now that I kind of can learn from my mistakes and I have a little bit more experience with this. But please leave a comment down below, guys, and let me know what you thought of this video. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Hopefully you were completely hooked by this intro that I have to this video if you are new to my channel, and I don't know how you couldn't be because I have never seen anything so very amazing in my entire life. I'm just kidding, I have no idea what that was about, but I'm going to leave it in the video because I think it's kind of entertaining. Anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.